We do a quarterly research project where we go out and we look and we interview people right down here on the island. And we try and get an assessment of how long are they staying, what are their attitudes, how are they feeling about their vacation down here, how are they feeling about the quality and quantity of things that they're getting here on the island. We watch it very, very closely because we've been doing this for about 12 years with exactly the same company. So we're able to really carefully analyze and watch the trends. Here's some interesting numbers from our summer numbers. Interestingly enough, the number of families that came down here dropped about 4.5% over last year. 4.5% fewer families came, but of course, because we know the numbers turned out just about even, we got more couples and groups of couples that came down. Number of kids dropped slightly, which is very, very interesting. It's a different pattern than we have ever seen before, but it's not necessarily a bad pattern. And I think it reflects probably most likely on the fact that many of our traditional summer visitors who have been coming down here for 15 or 20 years with their kids now are getting a little bit older, and the kids are kind of either going on their own or they're doing something else. And so I think, but those people are not going to give up their summer vacation here at the beach, and so they're coming down with some friends or groups of friends. Good news for us. We still find a 95% satisfaction level on the people who come down and spend time on the beach. Again, that's great. We know that 70% of all of our business is repeat business. We know that if we can get you here once, if we can bring you in and let you walk in our blue-green water and dig your toes in our white sand, that you're going to come back. We know that. And so the real key is, and as you look at who's going to come back and why people are going to come back, people come back because they're happy with the deliverance of the product that they were expecting. And when we start to see a 95% confidence level, a 90% total satisfaction level from our visitors, we know that we're delivering the kind of experience that they're looking for. Interesting, because we'll talk a little bit more in another segment about advertising and how we advertise and what we do. But interesting, 96% of the first timers, that's people who are coming here for the first time. And remember, again, we have to look heavily at how do we find more first timers. 96% of the first timers said that they use the internet as part of their planning process when they plan to come down here. Again, you'll see that as you watch different segments and we talk about different things, you'll see how we're using that. But I think that's really important to know. The internet is absolutely the way to reach and to help convince people that they should come down and visit with us. We look at a number of things as we look to evaluate ourselves over the course of the year. One of the things that we find is that one of the important tools that we look at is we look at the deliverables to our industry partners. Now, that's people like Meyer and Kaiser and Brett Robinson. It's also to our restaurants. It's also to our attractions. Because the bottom line is we as a Convention and Visitors Bureau really don't have anything to sell to the visitor. What we can do is we can get them interested, we can help them decide that this is the place where they want to visit, and then we can direct them to restaurants, accommodations, attractions, whatever, that will help fulfill their experience. So as we look at it, one of the things that we look very, very heavily on is, number one, how many visitors came to our website last year or this year compared to last year. Secondly, how many visitor requests, how many people wrote, called, got a hold of us in one way or another and said, I need more information on your destination. Would you send me out one of your vacation travel packages? How many people actually got on our website and clicked over from our website to one of our partners' website? You know, the critical thing, again, if you remember that we don't have anything to sell, the critical thing for us is to deliver qualified leads to the Meyer website. Because if we can get them to the Meyer website, then the people at Meyer who put together their website can tell them about the wide variety of options that are available and can help them decide on what one of those options is going to work best. We actually even take it one step further than that, because we also measure clicks from our website to the Meijer booking engine. Now, that's the ultimate. It's one thing to drop them on the front page of the Meijer site and to have people start looking through Meijer and looking to see what might be available. It's a whole nother level to get people to say, I want to go to the booking engine. I'm ready to put in my credit card. I'm ready to discuss terms with Meijer Real Estate. So we look at all of those numbers. We value them. We look at how we're doing on them. And I can tell you that in 2009, each one of those numbers were up at least double digits. So that's good news for us. And again, it gives us an opportunity to measure ourselves and to say, how well are we meeting our purpose? How well are we delivering what we promise our partners we're going to deliver to them? And that is qualified leads who they can take into their system and help turn them into visitors.